some people who I consider to be very, very great minds and young people. I consider them to be thinkers and very creative. Some of the things they say and do provoke a lot of thought. So I'd like to introduce Life's Angels. Start with you.
I know life is hard, but I'm trying to find a way to continually be strong while avoiding my grave. Because I need money, but that comes in time. There's a faster way, but it would cost my life. It's too many sacrifices any way you solve the puzzle. Give up my dreams, settle for anything, and strap on a muzzle. There goes my artistic expression during this American recession. Maybe I'll sell drugs to get out of my economical depression. Or I could keep the drugs, use them, and become something worse. Sell my body and my services. Now we're talking about some real dirt. Or I could become a magician and never reveal my trick. Get some sugar mamas and their income by being manipulative. I could work 3 jobs and risk losing my mind. No time for God, family, or friends, just a glass of wine. And I'm only sipping the wine so I can relieve my stress. But when life becomes more stressful, I'm turning to that whiskey next. Then I'll get sick enough for a remedy that's medically prescribed. That way I can sell a pill a piece for 700 dimes. Watch, that adds up to $70 a pop. How far must this nonsense go on before I stop? How many chances do I take before I cross a cop? Then that cop crosses me and I get laid down in a box. What you fail to realize is that this is a disease. Being broke is really what's killing my community. I'm not a sociopath. I don't do crime to terrorize society. I'm not an addict. I don't wake up just to repose my sobriety. I'm stuck in a financial rut and I gotta get out. And if I can't do it fast, then I want to lose consciousness for a little while. That's why we do the crime. That's why we turn to the bottle. My family is starving. Pedal to the metal. I gotta go full throttle. Pressure, setbacks, and misfortunes are all I see. How long will it be until negativity consumes everything? Government assistance is really just government dependence. They want me to stay comfortable and never change the way that I'm living. Please look deeper than a robbery. This ain't me. I'm just acting out of fear. Stumbling into places where I don't belong like a headlighted deer. Being broke ain't no joke. I only laugh to mask the pain. Because now I'm so broke I can't afford the liquor. I'd do anything for a change. And this is the mindset shared between too many of my kin. Figuratively speaking, we're out here breaking limbs. Just to survive our day-to-day lives with no hope to give. We ain't never gonna win, but we won't stay broke. So we do what we know and hurt common folk with these pistols that we tote. It's our setting. We keep on letting the same cycle flow. That's why we stay broke. Broken our spirit, which slips into our minds, pouring into our children. Then we all hit rewind because we try to figure out where this all started, but the cycle never ended. I'll be the one to shine some light on the subject because I want to be the one to end it. We all started from the bottom, and that's where the world wants us to stay. The broke needs to stop robbing the broker, and we need to make the system pay. Because they gave us crack, they gave us AIDS, and being broke is the new black plague. Let's wake up, let's wise up before we devour ourselves in this new age. Patience is key. It's hard, but stay broke a little bit longer. It takes years to build a kingdom. Let's be the bricks that make it stronger. It feels like we're falling in a bottomless pit, and I know that it causes doubt. But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. We just got to find a better way out.
We all know what it's like to feel down, feel low on self-worth. Feel like you have nobody around to understand this lowness that you birth. So many missed opportunities you wish you could redo. So many times that you ignored the people that love you. When we think about everything that's going wrong, our mind tends to stay there. We forget about everything that's going right, then our mind begins to tear. 2 steps forward and 10 steps back, it seems so routine. All you can think about is your failures and not the accomplishments in between. We put ourselves down over the things that won't matter in a week. We don't pray, just lay in bed, stare at the ceiling, and continue to lose sleep. Why do we do this? Why do we punish ourselves? Why do we suffer instead of asking God for help? Whatever you shall ask in prayer, believing you shall receive. That's in the word. But yet we decide to close our mouths, suffer through it, and leave our prayers unheard. We fall weak instead of asking for strength. We want to say we did it on our own instead of asking for it. We're afraid of the future, compelled by our fear, so we stay blind, not knowing that God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. We continue to beat ourselves up. We're our own worst critic. Then when other people do the same to us, we got the nerve to be livid. They're just following by example. You don't even respect you. You're starting to act like all the people in the past who chose to neglect you. You go through the worst because you think you deserve it. You think you deserve every bad time because you can't dare to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I know that you're worth it. And not because you have the tattoos to confirm it. Not because your boyfriend tells you when you're hurting. Not because you think I'm being overexerted. It's because you have purpose. You've had it from the start. But the enemy crept into your mind and tried to redesign your heart. Walk in what God has already created for you. Don't be the girl to give up because of the obstacles. Don't be the girl to let the enemy play her like a fool. Be the girl that knows her purpose. That's your greatest fighting tool.